Ladies and gentlemen, what's good, y'all? It's the Chillmeister J. Christian Gary and JayWolf welcoming you to another exciting edition of Focus Fights Audio. First of all, I would like to say, for those who may be a little bit conscious on the time of year, first of all, happy Pride Month, whether you celebrate the LGBTQ plus community or that one fighting promotion that's basically been the talk of the fight sports world the last 30 years almost. It's good to celebrate and enjoy the stuff that you love because you just never know when that thing you love might be something that you're very, very passionate about. And I know people who are very passionate about both, you know pride as in the LGBTQ plus stance, as in pride, pride fighting championships, which you are, in fact, one of those types of people, JayWolf.
Oh yeah, not the LGBTQ, but the Pride Fighting Championships.
Well, to be honest, I'm basically privy to both. But I mean, not, let's just face it, I am an ally, but still, though, I'm just privy to both. Still, though, point of the matter is, it's Pride Month. Down here in my neck of the woods, it's hurricane season. When it comes down to my culture, in some way, shape, or form, it's Black Music Month. So we listen to all some of the great Black artists of our time. But if you're following the RIZIN Fighting Federation, you would know that we are now into the halfway point of the year for the superior rule set. We are now into, I guess you would say, the thick of things when it comes down to this promotion. And so far, JayWolf, wouldn't you say that this promotion has just been, I know you're basically going to say, oh, every single event has been incredible. Every single event, every single show has been phenomenal. But
it's not just me saying it either. Have you seen the ratings that they've been getting on Verdict? Everything over 8 for this whole year. They've just been putting on banger after banger. And, I love the theme of this year, which is, World War, Japan versus the world. But this card right here is not really, complying with that theme. But that's okay. The next card will be afterwards, RIZIN Landmark 15. But this RIZIN Landmark 14 is kind of, let's get some criticism about it's weaker on paper and all this other stuff. But so the previous card did as well, and that delivered the violence. Because that old saying, sometimes when a lesser-known card or a weaker card supposedly on paper usually delivers the violence. So we'll see. And especially with the superior rule set. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to this one. And just really, this year has just been absolutely stellar. I'm loving it, bro. Dude, I like I said, I love the theme that Sakakibara-san was had, which is Japan versus the world. And I know this card is not a lot of international fighters on this card, but it's still a pretty good card. It's still a decent card. And you know what? It's because they switched to monthly cards. So wait, what's Drew? Dude, are you out of the loop again, Drew? That's not me saying that. That's freaking Rose Goat, Sakakibara-san, the Rose Goat, Bara Goat. He's the one that said it's supposed to be Japan versus the world, or World War, Japan versus the world is the theme of this year. So it's not me making that up.
To be honest, I'm looking up and down the list of this 12 fight card, and I hate to basically break it down like this, but aside from maybe like 2 or 3 good fights, especially the 3 at the top of the bill, especially 3 of the 4 at the top of the bill, BeyNoah versus Bilal Kai Haga, Yuki Motoya versus Tony Laramie, and Hiromasa Ogikubo defending his world title for the first time against Makoto SHINRYU Takahashi.
Yes, you said his whole name. That's like nails on a chalkboard to Drew.
Yeah. I think that this card, no disrespect to the fighters competing on it, I think when you look at it top to bottom, it's kind of weak.
Yeah, and that's understandable. look, they just switched to monthly cards, right? And that's totally justifies the subscription, in my opinion. The subscription is only $16, $17 in American USD. So it's totally worth it, in my opinion. You get full, that's on RIZIN.TV. You get full access to the events, full replays, access to the library. It's just freaking awesome. So I highly recommend getting a subscription at RIZIN.TV. And they just switched to monthly events. So that, and they're just started the expansion too of, bringing in more international fighters for this year. So, of course, we saw Apache Mix and Gallagher and all this stuff. And just, Drew, get out of here already then, bro. Come on, what the heck? You're trolling already. Stop trolling. But yeah, there's been an influx of international guys already, like Apache Mix, Gallagher, and of course, all the Eastern European guys or East Asian guys.
Here's the thing, Jay. There's only one international fight. Well, I would say there are three, but considering the fact that both BeyNoah and Taylan Yuasa, Yuasa, basically are, Japanese American or American Japanese, there's actually one international fighter on this damn card.
Yeah, I know, and that's because they just started expanding. They just switched to monthly events. That's why we only have 12 fights in this card. Actually, only 8 if you don't count the 4 prelim bouts. So it's just, you got to give them some leeway. Let them expand further, and settle into doing monthly events. And like I said, the next card, Landmark 15, it's already stacked, bro. It's a Sabatello title fight. There's rumors of Dalbeck being added to it. Johnny Cason. I mean, just so many. It's already a more of a banger on paper. So, just give them a chance. Yes, Drew, expand, as in sign more guys, expand the weight divisions. We only got 4 weight divisions right now. I guess 5 or 6, kind of divisions, like with count heavyweight and atomweight, but they're not really full divisions. Like we got flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, and lightweight. 4 divisions. That's it. So they got to expand, especially if they're doing monthly cards, and they will. So, look. Put Lumi's. Yes, thank you, Liumi. Lium01. Expand the heavyweight division. Exactly. That's what they're doing, actually, this year. On the next August card, they're starting a 4-man mini Grand Prix with, this time with mostly Japanese fighters. And also I wanted to ask you, how come the third fight from the top here, Ryo Sakai versus Taka Kenshin, I'm surprised that one was not for that 4th spot on the Grand Prix. Do you think that's because his brother Sudario is in it?
No, it's because of the fact that Deep has already filled a hole when it came down to that. And I mean, I think that whoever wins this fight between Sakai and Taka Kenshin will be either the alternate or have to face off against Deep's winner. But we're going to get to that point when we get to it.
Okay, but yeah, that's to Lium's point. This heavyweight division, they are working on it. Thank goodness they have not given up on it like all the haters wanted us to. So just really looking forward to that. Remember, check out that 4-man little mini GP starting in August. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, but first of all, before we even go any further, let's talk about the prelims. Well, actually, no, let's not talk about the prelims in order. There's 3 kickboxing on the card. Well, 3 kickboxing fights to kick things off, and I'll run them down quickly. Kei Iwaki versus Sho Nakaizumi. That'll be at 138 pounds or 62 kilos. And by the way, all these damn fights are 3-minute rounds in kickboxing. Where's Polish heavyweight Kowal? I don't know. But still, though, let's go ahead and continue. Second kickboxing bout, K1 veteran Daichi Akahira versus Sho Uchida. That'll be at flyweight, 56.5 kilos, 125 pounds. And at featherweight, at a special catch weight of 150 pounds or 67.5 kilos, Koya Saito versus the man some people know as Kazuki Yamagishi, but a lot of people call him Ta-chan with 4 A's in that tie. But still, the prelim that everybody should at least be talking about is the prelim that probably concerns me the most, and that is Taylan Yuasa, Taylan Yuasa. He is 2-4 overall. You know, fighting out of Shinjuku, Tokyo, Japan, by way of, you know, Mercer Island, Washington, USA. He will be facing off against Hayato Kikuchi, who is currently, I mean, you know what? The records don't even matter. Kikuchi Hayato is 0-1. Yuasa is 2-4. But the thing of the matter is, this may be Yuasa's only RIZIN fight. Because as soon as this is over, no matter if he wins, loses, or draws, let's just face it, you don't get a draw in RIZIN mixed martial arts rules.
But yeah, because remember they switched the rule. Not switched, but they changed the scoring criteria. Remember? So now it's by round, and it's judged on the 3 Ds: damage, domination, duration. And if it goes to a draw after 3 rounds, then it's judged as a whole to break the tie and declare a winner. There are no more draws in the Epic RIZIN Fighting Federation.
Yeah, of course. And Andrew is basically complaining that I am calling fighters by their shoot names.
Make sure you do that for Shinryu. That's like nails on the chalkboard for him.
Let's face it, the same on Sherdog as it is on Tapology. You know, you're going to get shoot names regardless. 3D, Dick, and what the fuck? Come on. We're 12 fucking minutes into this podcast and you're trolling, man.
Anyway, I know. Come on, Drew. Get with the program.
Anyways, what I'm trying to ask is Taylan Yuasa is supposed to be getting out of Japan and going back to the States, particularly to Washington State, where he's from. And, you know, it just sucks that he is probably going to skimp out on this chance to potentially be RIZIN worthy. But let's just say if he has a good showing, and we all know RIZIN loves putting over 500 fighters or under 500 fighters and making them feel like stars. I mean, you got Ryusei Ashizawa, you got Yaman, you got Ren Hiromoto. You know, still though, if Yuasa wins this fight against Hayato, do you think that he should be, you know, showcased more, regardless of if he goes back to the States or not?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how. I mean, is he going to put on what kind of performance he's going to put on? You know, and I love how he's repping the American flag, and you know, so I'm gonna count him as an American fighter. I know Drew's not gonna like that because he's Japanese heritage, but he's repping America, so I guess he counts as half an international fighter, right?
Well, I wouldn't say half an international fighter because he's actually from Washington State. You know, it's not like Rocky Martinez, who hails from Guam but resides in Federal Way, Washington.
Yeah, but you know Drew's going to cry about it and say, oh, he doesn't count as an international guy because he's Japanese heritage, even though he's from the States. So that's why I was saying half an international fighter. But if you're going to count him, we'll count him then. He's an international guy. So I'm actually looking forward to this one. This is the prelim I'm looking forward to the most. And yes, Drew, get it through your head. It's going to be superior rule set is allowed in these prelim deep rules. Two 5-minute round bouts here, custom rules or whatever. Superior rule set is allowed, so it is definitely worth watching. And you know, who knows? What if Yuasa scores a fantastic, sensational superior rule set finish? You think they wouldn't call him back after that? I seriously doubt it.
I mean, I would hope that they do call him back. Otherwise,
of course they will.
If Yuasa ends up, you know, just making this his only RIZIN appearance and probably never fighting again, it would be a crying shame if he were to just basically call this a one and done. And Andrew is basically saying about fighters like Yuasa and by extension Black Panther BeyNoah, He doesn't need a visa, therefore he's not an international fighter.
Oh, is that how he's moving the goalposts now? No, it doesn't count.
Yeah, of course. Don't just hope that when it comes to prelim, Yuasa beats up Hayato, and we'll end up seeing more of him, whether he's back in the States or, wanting to reside in Japan and maybe renewing his residency or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. So hopefully the four prelims are good and kicks off the action really good. And watch tell fans what time they start.
Yes. And Andrew was saying the prelims don't get elevated to the main card. Well, I mean, they're a pretty damn good appetizer, wouldn't you say? Still,
Yeah.
point of the matter is the fact that this fight card will start at 12:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That's 11:30 p.m. Central or 9:30 p.m. Pacific on June 5th.
Is that the opening ceremony or is that the prelims?
Prelims.
Okay. So prelims are at 9:30 p.m. Pacific.
And then the main card will start at a little bit after 2 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m.
11 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Central. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's on RIZIN.TV. Everybody go get the subscription. It's totally worth it. We get one event per month. This is the weakest card on paper that we've had, and it's going to be the last one that's this week on paper. Look at the next one coming up, Landmark 15, in less than a month away. It's already stronger, more international guys, so the subscription is totally worth it. RIZIN.TV.
Yeah, of course. But enough about talking about the fights that, with the exception of one, let's just say the fights that don't matter are the most on the prelims, except for that one diamond in the rough. But let's go ahead and put over the main card. And in particular, and you know how we always do it, we talk about, Andrew is saying back-to-back landfills. Well,
Nah, they're not landfills anymore. They got title fights on each one of them. That's as good as a numbered event. I love how Sakakibara-san, the Rose Goat, Bar Goat. I love how he's doing the landmarks now are almost on equal footing as the numbered events. The only ones that are better are the bigger tentpole ones, like Super RIZIN and New Year's Eve and Otoko Matsuri. Those are the big tentpole ones that are elevated beyond what the numbered ones and the landmark ones are. Now landmark is on equal footing with the numbered ones, and that just kills him. He can't stand it because they're cage haters. But because the landmark series, for all the fans that don't know, that's their cage series event, is the landmark series.
Yeah,
so, and all the ring purists, they just can't stand them, so they call them landfills. But they can't anymore because they got a title fight on each one of them.
Here's the thing, though, Jay. If you're basically getting fighters to be booked in stable fights, wouldn't that technically count as a landfill fight?
No, look, if there's not a title fight at the top of the card, then we can start talking about calling it that. But since it's a title fight, no, you can't. It's on equal footing as the numbered events. And the only thing I will say about this one, the Landmark 14 here, yes, it is one of the weaker cards of the year, if not the weakest card so far. Just because, remember, they just switched to monthly events. They just started expanding. This card is cringe, Drew. Are you kidding me? You're cringe. Get the heck out of here with that trolling. There we go. Zambablor, he knows what's up. Landmark is never disappointed. Heck yeah, brother. You know what's up. And, dude, this one still has a title fight at the top of it. And then Landmark 15, they bring back a bunch of international guys and a title fight at the top of it as well. So you just got to give them some time, man. They just switched to monthly events. So, and another cool thing about Landmark cards are the pacing. The pacing is lightning fast. I know it starts later at 2 a.m. Eastern, but it'll probably be over with by 6 a.m. Eastern. I can't see it going past 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific. I think it'll even be done before that. I think it'll be done by about 2 a.m. Pacific. So
I mean,
the
sure about
lightning is fast.
Are you sure about that, considering that this is going to be an 8-fight main card?
Yes. Yes. I mean, I think it could go even quicker than that, depending on how many finishes there are. Dude, it might even be get done before 2 a.m. Pacific. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, I mean, I'll take your word on it, but let's go ahead and put over this main event that I'm pretty sure everybody has been wanting to see a lot.
Oh, wait. Before, let me make a point about this Landmark 14 card real quick. Since it is one of the weaker cards, I was thinking that they should have made this one free to entice fans to get Landmark 15 and Super RIZIN. We had a debate about that in the Discord server the other day. Drew was saying they should have made 14 and 15 free, or 15 free to lead into Super RIZIN. But I think that this one, since it was supposedly the weakest on paper, this one would have been a prime candidate to be free. And I would like to ask the RIZIN brass in the future, if there is weaker cards on paper like this, consider giving those for free on RIZIN.tv to entice fans to get a subscription. That's all I want to say. All right, now let's get into the card.
First of all, this fight card is supposed to be taking place at the Xebio Arena in Sendai, Miyagi, Japan. Xebio is spelled Xebio. I mean, I'm basically trying to do the bare minimum of research to see what this company Xebio is about. And just give me a second here. Let's see. Xebio, Super Sport Xebio, Tokyo, Old Channel Misu main store. I mean, basically, it's just I would say it's a sports store. It's like a sports holding company. Oh, it's actually a sports brand, to be honest. But still, though, point is, this is going to be showcasing a new arena. And what better way to showcase an event in a new arena with a compelling title fight that's basically been the talk of the last 2 shows? And that would be Hiromasa Ogikubo's first world title defense against Makoto SHINRYU Takahashi. And yes, I am saying his full name.
Yes. Take that, Drew.
That's exactly how they announced him when he was in Cage Fury, so why the fuck not? And by the way, it was the same when they announced him in the UFC as well. Might as well go ahead and say that full name. But still, though, point of the matter is Hiromasa Ogikubo is coming into this fight for the first time as a champion. Of course, if you know his credentials, you would know them by heart. 5'3", 125 pounds with a 64.2-inch reach, 39 years of age, born April Fool's Day 1987, fighting out of Matsudo, Chiba, Japan by way of Koji Iwate, and representing the black belt Japan. But still, point is, dude's been making fools out of us all lately, especially considering the fact that this dude is riding a 5-fight winning streak, in case you haven't noticed. I mean, yeah, the dude's lost a big name competition in RIZIN and Bellator. I actually know. Fuck the Bellator part. He just lost the big name competition in RIZIN. He lost to Social Kim. He lost again to Kyoji Horiguchi. And he lost to Juan Archuleta, only to pull off this miraculous 5-fight winning streak, including winning the Flyweight Grand Prix, only to beat Yuki Motoya in the tournament finals. So, it's incredible to see what he's been doing as of late, especially with a record of 30 wins, 8 losses, and 2 draws, and a 13 and a no, not 13-4, but a 12-5 record inside the RIZIN ring. Now, as for his opponent, Makoto SHINRYU Takahashi, or just SHINRYU for short, he's 22-5-1, 25 years of age. He's actually 22-5-1 with 1 no contest. Age 25, born the 5th of July 2000. I told you, I'm leaving if your dad named SHINRYU.
Well, get out. Hey, read off what the gym names are from Tapology too. He loves how accurate Tapology is.
But still, though, point is, SHINRYU is fighting out of American Top Team by way of Coconut Creek, Florida. He hails from Miyagi, Japan, so he's more than just a hometown seat filler. He's basically hoping to win his third championship in as many years and hopefully finally crack that tough nut to crack, becoming RIZIN champion in his home prefecture, in his hometown, no less. But still, though, point is, Makoto SHINRYU, he is 9-4 under RIZIN rules, 8-4 inside the RIZIN ring or cage. But still, though, point of the matter is he's riding a 2-fight winning streak on his own. He defeated Hiroya Kondo back on New Year's Eve. He knocked out, well, actually not knocked out, but submitted Nkazimulo Zulu back on April 11th at RIZIN Landmark 13. So this is nothing new for him. He's basically not getting paid by the hour. He's just hoping to basically win a championship in his home prefecture. Now, I say this as in, dude, Hiroya Kondo, like, really? Oh, for fuck's sake. Still, though, point is, SHINRYU and Motoya got into it. No, SHINRYU and Ogikubo got into it after SHINRYU beat Zulu. And,
yes.
It's basically been back and forth between these two leading up to this title fight.
Well,
so,
tell about the hilarious trash talking that Ogikubo was doing to SHINRYU when they got into it in the ring.
About the fact that he basically said, he being Ogikubo, said that SHINRYU was just scrubbing toilets at American Top Team.
Yes. They've been using that to hype it in the trailers and everything for this event.
I mean,
it's
because
hilarious.
He just put out a few promos lately, or basically he and his marketing team put out a few promos putting over what SHINRYU has done, at American Top Team in South Florida. And, it's been getting a little bit of buzz from the Japanese press. But
good.
Still, though, all trash talking and bullshit aside, I mean, how do you think this fight's going to fare with the fact that you got SHINRYU coming in with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder? He's coming in off a 2-fight winning streak, losing to Yuki Motoya in his last bout before coming up with this 2-fight winning streak. How do you think that momentum and all the trash talk and pre-fight issues is going to lead to SHINRYU pulling off the impossible in his hometown against a very durable but game fighter in Ogikubo?
I'm hoping this is similar to, I want to use an NBA analogy here, similar to the San Antonio OKC Oklahoma City series that we just saw, where the young guns, they upset the defending champions that has a free throw merchant, fraudulent MVP star. And to me, that's what Ogikubo is, the decision merchant, not a free throw merchant, decision merchant. And SHINRYU is playing the San Antonio spoiler, young gun, rising star that's going to take the championship from Ogikubo, hopefully, in his hometown. Remember, they fought once before, right? And Ogikubo sunned him.
Oh, right. Because they fought at Super RIZIN 3, right? 3?
Yes. And Ogikubo sunned him because SHINRYU was not, he's a good fighter, but he's just, he's a young gun, right? He's still growing into he's already a star. Okay. Well, he'll be even a bigger star. How about that? Okay. So anyways, he's growing into his stardom, and really, how does it say he is? He's like 27, right? 25 still. Wow, he's even younger than I thought. So, dude, he's barely grown into his man body, right? getting man strength, all that. He's at American Top Team now. He's getting better all the time. So he's going to be a different fighter than when he first lost to Ogikubo. So I'm really hoping that he can pull it off. I love how it's in his hometown. It's going to give him extra motivation to get it done. And I really hope that he gets it done here and becomes champion. And because they can always do a trilogy later on down the line with Ogikubo, right? So I think for RIZIN, for the sport, really, I think SHINRYU should dethrone Ogikubo here and rid us of this decision merchant reign of the title.
Well,
I never said he was a prospect. I said he was a young gun.
Well, I gotta agree with Andrew at this point, and he does have a point. JayWolf, he's not a prospect anymore. He's a vet by now.
I did not say he was a prospect. I said he's a young gun. That's different.
I mean, either way, SHINRYU does have, the opportunity to prove that he can be. Well, I wouldn't say that he's a star either. I mean, he is a veteran for sure.
He's definitely a rising star. He's got some star power in Japan. That's why they have it in Sendai, his hometown, right? That's why they have him headlining. So it's like they've been wanting him to, they put him in big fights for most of his career. So
yeah, but these two fighters share a common opponent in Kyoji Horiguchi in the fact that they both lost to the man more than once.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I think that SHINRYU's gotten the short end of the stick because in that first fight he had with Kyoji, which was for the Phantom belt known as the RIZIN Flyweight World title, which no longer exists. He basically got eye-poked seconds in, and that fight was an utter shit show. But
then they rematched it.
Yeah, they rematched. And Kyoji Horiguchi whooped that ass. But
yeah, sunned him again. So
yeah, still the point of the matter is, I think that all Ogikubo would have to do is play the same type of game that he's been doing. Fight the same type of fight that he's been doing, as in, try and make this a points fight.
Oh, you can guarantee that's like the safest bet of the night. If you're gonna bet on anything, the biggest lock of the night is decision merchant Snoozy Kubo by decision. By point fighting, UFC style decision, wrestling grinding decision. So we call him a decision merchant for a reason. Look at his record. I see Drew's sitting there saying that SHINRYU is not considered a rising star. Yes, he is. Until he gets the belt. Once he gets the belt, then he can sit there and say he's not a rising star anymore. But he's only 25. He's a young gun. He's thrusting the veteran status at a very young age. And he's definitely, his stardom is on the rise. And this is culminating, this is peaking right now. If he can capture the title, then he's at the top.
Oh, yeah, of course. And Andrew is saying Ogikubo is an exciting fighter. Well,
I'm glad you backed yourself into a corner, Andrew. Yeah, now he's got to deliver.
When was the last time that Hiromasa Ogikubo had a finish?
With Makoto. I thought you were going to say when he had an exciting fight. I was going to say the flyweight final.
Then he has had exciting fights in most of the last 7 years since he's been with the promotion. No, actually, the dude's been with the promotion, for the last 8 years. But still, though, the last time the dude's had a finish was back when he was in Shudo. That was back in 2017 when he.
That's 8 years ago. Wait, no, it's 9 years ago. Almost a decade since the guy's had a finish, and you wonder why we're calling him decision merchant? Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, indeed. Yeah, fight of the year twice with Yuki Motoya. We get that. But
no, once. Fight of the year once. Come on.
Yeah,
and you're backing yourself into a corner here, hyping him up as this like super exciting fighter. Now he's got to put on an absolute barn burner, otherwise you're gonna look stupid. And Drew,
I get it. Ogikubo's been exciting ever since he was on The Ultimate Fighter, but those days are damn near long gone, if not long faded. I mean, the dude if he wants to continue to be exciting, the dude needs a finish. And I think that if he's not careful, if he continues to play the points game the wrong way, Makoto might be the one to finish him. But
I sure hope so. I hope that Makoto Shinryu is the San Antonio Spurs and dethrones the decision merchant Oklahoma City Thunder Ogikubo.
Uh-oh. It seems like, I mean, speaking of San Antonio, I mean, it seems like we got a guest to the proceedings. Introducing the Heartbreak Kid 2004. How are you?
You're muted. Unmute yourself, brother.
What? What's going on? If you have a coherent thought, please speak. Hello? Ollie oxen free.
Oh, bummer. I guess he's not a serious commenter.
I mean, this is just like that WrestleMania. This is just like that one dude at WrestleMania who paid money just to sit at the desk and say nothing. Come on, man.
Seriously.
I mean, if you're going to make sound effects, go try out to be the next Frank Welker or some shit. But still, though, we can go ahead and move on now that, whatever the hell that was.
All right, well, what's your pick? You give your pick for what do you think is going to happen in the main event? You think it's going to be Shinryu is going to get it done? Or do you think it's going to be Ogikubo is going to defend that title?
Oh, finally, that guy just basically fucked off. But yeah, I think that Ogikubo might win this via decision. And Andrew is saying, what's going on with the show? Dude, I don't know. He just fucking showed up. But still, though, point is, Ogikubo has the opportunity to win in a decision. But I really hope that it won't be another just 15-minute bore fest. Because, again, dude hasn't had a finish in 9 years.
Yeah.
And Makoto Shinryu has had a finish a hell of a lot more recently than 9 years. But still, though, if Ogikubo wins this fight, it's going to be via points. If Shinryu wins this fight, it's going to be because Ogikubo basically done something stupid. But I don't want to pick a favorite for that fight because I think it's going to be too much to call. I'm just going to say I hope I look forward to a great fight. And Sam Maroon is basically saying, who the hell is the Heartbreak Kid? Dude, I don't know. He just showed up.
Yeah, totally wasted.
That's all I got to say about that. Let's just forget that shit even happened and let's move on with the rest of the show. Hopefully no other occurrences like that take place during this show. Agreed, JayWolf?
Yeah, no more lames.
Jay?
Can you hear me?
Jay?
Can you hear me? I'm talking right now. Can you not hear me? Hello? Hello.
You know what? Let me go ahead and put you on mute real quick. And then, let me see here. Because shit, that whole situation with the Heartbreak Kid or whatever basically forced me into a loop. Okay, can you hear me now?
No, I've been able to hear you. Can you hear me?
I think you might have to jump out and jump back in, okay?
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, here, I'm doing that right now.
But still, though, point of the matter is we can move on and talk about the fight card as is. Actually, we can talk about the rest of the fight card now that we basically talked ad nauseum about the main event. We can talk about the co-main event. Yuki Motoya versus... Oh, wait a minute. JayWolf is back on.
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you? Yeah,
Okay.
hear you. I don't know what the fuck that was, and yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was the last time we talked, but still, though, we can now move on and talk about Yuki Motoya versus the Canadian Wildman Tony Laramie, or Michael Schiavello said in the preview, which I'm pretty sure was a Daisuke Sato nickname, the Wild Lion. And Zambalor saying gay ops. I mean, oh my god, this is just. I mean, this show is just going off the rails, and we're barely even half an hour in. We're barely half an hour into this.
What the heck is gay ops?
I have no clue. Just, we could just continue on and just
Okay.
talk.
Yeah, let's go this co-main event, dude. This is going to be for obviously a number one contender bout right here, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. It would be for the number one contendership in the RIZIN Bantamweight division or the RIZIN Flyweight division. However, Tony Laramie was supposed to come in at 125. He'll instead come in at 127. No, he'll instead come in at a contracted weight of 130 pounds because of the fact that he got. I mean, I don't know if you've been following
Yeah,
this
he
news.
got bit by a dog because he tried to break up a dog, tried to attack his dog. There was a dog fight. He tried to protect his dog, got bit by a dog, had to go to the emergency or whatever, doctor, get antibiotics, and that affected his weight cut to where they had to adjust the weight. That was 10 days ago. So everything should be fine by now, but they just, to be safe, they bumped up the contracted weight up to 130 just to be safe because of this. And he let him know in plenty of time. So the fight's still going on, and I still believe it's a number one contender bout. So I feel like whoever wins this is going to be facing the winner of the main event between SHINRYU and Ogikubo.
Yeah, of course. And you basically jotted that down better than I could. All I do is give you the weight, height, and what their record is. Anyways, Anthony Tony, the Wild Man Laramie. His official height and weight, 5'3", 125 and a quarter pounds, with a 66.9-inch reach, 27 years of age. Born January the 6th, 1999 in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Fighting out of Maximum Training Center. He is currently 3-1 in RIZIN Fighting Federation competition. 1-1 inside the RIZIN ring, and of course, beating Wataru Yamauchi in the cage. He is coming back off of a knockout win over Takahashi Soya back at RIZIN 52 in March. So he's definitely. No one calls him Anthony. Well, shit. What do you expect me to call him? Anyways, the point of the matter is, Mr. Laramie is coming off of a ground and pound knockout finish, and regardless of this fight being at a new contracted weight of 130 pounds, this fight is still, like you said, gonna be for flyweight contention. And I think Tony, either way, if he wins this fight, he probably might be looking at a potential title shot against Ogikubo next. But still, though, point of the matter is his opponent, the longtime deep veteran, the longtime RIZIN veteran, the former world title challenger, I think twice over now, in Yuki Motoya. He is, obviously, if you look at his record, he is he's 36 years old, born September 14th, 1989, fighting out of American Top Team in Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Nagoya, Aichi, Japan, by way of Kaga, Ishikawa, Japan. But still, though, point of the matter, 14-10 inside the RIZIN ringer cage. He is coming off of a loss to Hiromasa Ogikubo at RIZIN on New Year's Eve, which was his second RIZIN world title opportunity in as many months, as he lost to Naoki Inoue and ended up getting 2 more wins in the RIZIN Flyweight Grand Prix, beating up Hiroya, then beating up SHINRYU before losing to Ogikubo.
And he's the one that made an exciting fight It was more so Motoya than it was Snoozy Kubo, the decision merchant. I know
Yeah.
Drew's gonna love that.
Oh yeah, of course. But for the 2 division deep champion, I just basically want to ask when it comes down to this fight, do you think that he'll have what it takes to outpace the Canadian Wildman?
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a banger. I almost guarantee it. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this one. Almost more so than the main event. But I mean, the main event, I'm really looking forward to seeing if SHINRYU is able to get it done. I'm really hoping he can do it. And just like with the NBA series between the Spurs and the Thunder, I hope it's an upset with the young gun taking the title. And then in this co-main event, I'm really hoping that Laramie is able to beat Motoya and get the title shot against the winner of SHINRYU and Ogikubo. So, wait, what's Drew saying? Your takes are brain rot. Dude,
Right.
get the trolling out of here. Yes, stop spamming the chat with Drew. Drew, listen to the dub tax here. Yeah, exactly. So anyways, this co-main event, cool #1 contender fight. Really looking forward to seeing. I mean, because Laramie is coming off a sensational finish victory. Remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
It was really fun. So I'm hoping he can keep that up here. But Motoya is super tough, man. That flyweight, Grand Prix final was sensational because of him, in my opinion. And he's just he brings it almost every time. So, I wouldn't be mad if he won either. Seeing him get another rematch at the flyweight title would be cool as well. But either way, you can't lose in this bout, this co-main event. It's going to be a banger. Arguably, the people's main event of the night, in my opinion, is this one.
Yeah, but considering the fact that, again, this is another Japan versus the world type of fight, obviously Laramie is the only non-anything other than what he's from type of person to be on this damn card, other than the 2 American expats in Yuasa and BeyNoah. It's going to be fun seeing this fight be for global supremacy. But when it comes down to Laramie, what's it going to take for him? I mean, we already said he's going to probably go all hog wild on his opponent. I mean, he is the wild man.
Yes.
His other name is the Lion of Windsor, but still, though, point of the matter is the fact that this dude, since coming into RIZIN back in November of 2024, has been, I wouldn't say hit or miss. He's been all gas, no brakes. But
yeah, he's a good fighter, exciting fighter.
How do you think he's going to replicate the same thing that he did against Takahashi Soya?
I don't know. I mean, look, Motoya knows how to grapple, right? He's pretty good at striking, so I don't know. I'm guessing Laramie's going to have to catch him, and hopefully, if he does, rocks him or anything, he's going to follow the superior rule set. He might get a sensational superior rule set finish. To me, that's the clearest path to victory for him and pretty much anybody. But I just don't see him being able to, take down Motoya and submit him. Right? Wouldn't you agree that Motoya's got good enough grappling to prevent that from happening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then his path to victory is either going to be to outpoint him for a decision victory or to get the knockout or the TKO, technical knockout, hopefully by superior rule set.
Oh, yeah, of course. And I think that's what, considering Laramie's outlook, he's like an old school attitude era style professional wrestling. Professional wrestler. Michael Schiavello just loves the way to do runs down to the ring, Ultimate Warrior style.
Yes. He's rocking the mullet. Hopefully he still rocks the mullet for this fight as well.
Oh, yeah, of course. But still, though, point of the matter is the fact that I'm going to probably want to see more wildness out of Laramie in this fight. And I think that if he does, he probably might get the W. But
yeah, it's a very good chance. But, Motoya's no pushover.
Oh, yeah.
You can't sit there and act like it's like – I'm curious to see what the betting odds for this fight. I bet you they're even. I bet you they're almost dead even for this fight.
I mean, to be honest, I don't have the betting odds in front of me. If I would, I could basically tell you this. If you want to check out more of what the odds say, go to Verdict MMA and, download their app. Oh, and by the way, if you do end up gambling, please gamble responsibly. Know when to stop before you start, and always know what your limits are before you lose it all. But still, though, point of the matter is, when it comes down to Laramie, I think that, you know, in a perfect world, this fight would end in the first 2 rounds. But I'm going to go ahead and say that Laramie wins this fight via second or third round knockout, at least.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well, I hope that happens. But like I said, Motoya is no pushover, so it's not guaranteed. And I won't be surprised when the odds do come out, they're almost dead even, if not even completely.
Oh, yeah, of course. And now, oh my God, I know you probably have as different of an opinion on this next fight more than anybody else. And this, and Just Bleed fan is saying, the odds are not out on this fight yet.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. When they do come out, I anticipate this bout to be even, completely even. It's a total pick-em fight. Go either way. And I expect the odds to reflect that.
Oh, yeah, of course. But still, though, I know that you're probably more excited about this next fight more than anybody in the free world.
I love my heavyweights. I don't know. I can't believe you guys don't like heavyweights anymore, man. It's terrible. I mean, dude, this not even that bad of a heavyweight fight. I mean, Taka Kenshin has shown great improvement in his career as well. I mean, he's a former sumo guy, Sudario's brother, and it's just like, what, are you falling asleep already?
Just saying. Taka Kenshin bores me. I mean,
what do you mean? What? Oh my God, dude, you guys are too harsh. You know what's good about the criticism of the heavyweights get is that if they even are remotely exciting, that's a win. They don't like, it's like the opposite of what you guys are putting on the main event with Snoozy Kubo, the decision merchant. You guys are acting like he's like the most exciting fighter in the world, so he's got to put on absolute barn burner. Otherwise, I'm going to win and be able to talk some shit to you guys. And with the heavyweights, if they're even remotely exciting, then I'm going to get the talk some shit to you guys as well for hating on them so much.
I mean, I can understand that, but still, though, point of the matter is the fact that this fight here, Taka Kenshin versus Ryo the Raging Bull Sakai, it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? I mean, yeah, I get it now. It's the RIZIN Japan Grand Prix. The reason why this was made was because of the fact that, Ryan Bader had an injury going into last year's New Year's Eve event that threw off his fight against Alexander Soldotkin, which means no heavyweight champion. And Soldotkin basically been waiting for over a year just to fight. Or at least by the time that he does get the opportunity to compete, it will be over a year since he last fought. So now RIZIN is basically putting bodies together just to basically make a solid challenger for Soldotkin, when we all know the end result is Soldotkin's going to run somebody over.
Yeah, I was hoping they would make a run at a free agent or two, but I don't really like them shelving Soldotkin for so long, but maybe they'll let him take a fight in like ACA or something. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, is it confirmed that this is for an alternate spot on that little 4-man mini Grand Prix this year?
Well, here's the thing. I think it'll probably be another fight coming up in August because...
No, that's when the 4-man mini Grand Prix starts. August.
But what I'm saying is the winner of this fight between Taka Kenshin and Ryo Sakai will probably face off against Yukinori Akazawa, who just defeated Kosuke Kindaichi in deep bout.
No. Remember, that was for the 4th slot on the August mini Grand Prix, right?
I mean, I think it's either that or a reserve fight.
Oh, see, that's what I'm not clear on. Is that this? I know there was 3 contestants announced, right? Mm-hmm. Ed Polo King, who's been training with Peloton, and Taka Kenshin's brother Sudario, and then Ueda, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the three guys that are for sure in the four-man heavyweight Grand Prix this year. That starts in August. Now, I thought that deep fight was for the fourth spot on that, and I was wondering why this bout was not for that fourth spot. Is it because Takahashi is Sudario's brother? Is that why? Possibly, I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, I think that this fight is basically just a fight to figure out who's going to face off against Yukinori Akazawa, either in July or prior to the Grand Prix in August.
Because they're definitely going to have an alternate bout. So it makes sense if this was an alternate bout. But again, I mean, we just need some clarity on that. I'm hoping that the broadcasters, Michael Chiavello and Damian Beatdown Brown, will give us some clarity on if this heavyweight bout means anything for the heavyweight Grand Prix later this year in August.
Yeah, of course. But still, though, as far as this fight goes, this is not no damn pick'em. This is just basically why is Taka Kenshin still relevant type of fight. Yeah.
I mean, the dude is showing improvement. I don't know.
But here's the thing, though. Yeah, he's on a 3-fight winning streak after starting his career off 1-4. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a win over a failed paralegal from Casper, Wyoming.
Hey, easy on the paralegal status.
Yeah, though. Point is, he's got back-to-back knockout wins over Masashi Inada and Max Yoshida, who Taylor Lang hates. Oh, by the way. What good of that strength? What good is supposed to be in that strength of schedule when you really ain't fought nobody?
Well, dude, you can see they're building him up. Sakai has a step up in competition, so let's see what he can do.
So you think that this journeyman fighter in Sakai, who has fought for Deep and the Inoki Genome Federation, but also fought one time in RIZIN before, and that was last year, getting knocked out by Edapolo King. Do you really think that this journeyman is just slim pickings for, Taka Kenshin?
I don't think that this is just a cakewalk for Todd Kenshin at all. I don't think that Todd Kenshin is being thrown to as cannon fodder for Sakai either. I think this is a good fight to see where Todd Kenshin is at and how much he's progressed in his career so far. So to me, this is like a steady progression for Taka Kenshin's career so far. Because like you said, he did start out 1-4. They kind of threw him into the deep end originally against some veterans and stuff. So, it's now he's facing another veteran instead of like you're saying. I mean, don't be hating on the paralegal profession here, but that guy from Karate Combat, the paralegal guy, and then the gosh, you just said it and it slipped my mind already because we're live. Gosh darn it! But the fight he just won, that was probably his best win of his career so far, and now he's facing another veteran, and we'll see what happens. But what I want to know what is the relevance towards the heavyweight Grand Prix this year? Is this going to be for who's facing for the alternate belt? Could it be for the fourth slot? I mean, I want to hear that from Michael Chiavello and Damian Beatdown Brown on the broadcast. I want some clarity of what's going on with the heavyweight Grand Prix.
I mean, I would hope to want to know off of that too, because and Kubrick is saying, hello, both fighters are not good. We know that.
Yeah, but they're not not like the worst in the world either. Come on.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, you got an under 500 fighter versus a journeyman. And not even that, even though he has an over 500 record.
Yeah. So?
Yeah, he's saying move like jelly, More like.
Well, if you don't like the former sumo fighters, I mean, what the heck are we even doing here? We just saw one go viral at the Dogfight Wild tournament over in Spain. So
He's saying my people in my country for fat people, move like jelly. I mean, you know what? Come to think of it, there were two fighters or I would basically say fighters in the slightest bit of context that I can give, who competed on that Aiden Ross card like a weekend ago. Two big boy fighters that would have probably made better sense for this tournament than these two.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand why they're not bringing in more. Was it Bangalore that was saying earlier they should expand the heavyweight division?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean I don't understand why they're not bringing in more heavyweight free agents. There was a bunch that were available, unless they're too expensive or I don't know. It's like what are they spending their money on if they're not going to bring in free agents? You know, there was a bunch that were available, and it's like, well, I don't understand it. I mean, unless they're trying to like you know what the problem with the last year's heavyweight Grand Prix was, that they were trying to manufacture a Japanese final, right? And now they just bypassed it all this year and just had it only be a Japanese four-man heavyweight Grand Prix to guarantee Japanese wins, right? Japanese fighter wins. So I don't know. It's just I would like to see them bring in more free agents personally, and you know what I would really like. I would really like them to go out when Nemkov's contract is up with the PFL. I want Nemkov back in the Epic Rise, and I want him to reign in the heavyweight division for at least half a decade, like his mentor, the GOAT of all time, Fedor Emelianenko.
Yeah, of course. And it seems like somebody agrees with you on a heavyweight Grand Prix.
Yes, see, Zambibor, he totally gets it, bro. Heavyweight was the premier division for decades. Then all of a sudden it just started. I mean, the UFC started like just not caring about it, or I don't know what the heck it was. Maybe it was around the time when they were dealing with Ngannou going to free agency or whatever, and John Jones ducking everybody. It's like I don't know what the heck the problem is, but we need heavyweight to be great again.
Yeah.
Hey, who's unpleasant looking, buddy? I am very handsome. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look at this side profile.
I mean, Boxcentric is saying to me is, can the host, that be me, stop looking at the camera so sensually? This is about martial arts. Please show appreciation. Well, for fuck's sake, I can't look straight at the camera all the time,
Oh, you talking about me being the side? It's because my camera is over here on the. I can't be looking to the side all the time. It won't fit on my monitor. I got a TV monitor instead of a regular computer monitor, so it won't clip to the top of it. Is that what you're talking about, Boxcentric?
Probably.
I don't know. Whatever. Let's just keep going. Anyways, who's your pick for this heavyweight bout right here?
Oh my God! It's basically like picking the tortoise over the hare.
Shit.
I mean, it's basically a fight that Western civilization wishes they couldn't see, but still don't.
I guess it's just me and Zambibor that are excited for this.
But still don't. If I were to actually give a winner and actually give a shit, I'd say that Taka Kenshin would lose. Because
really? Okay, I got the opposite. I think Taka Kenshin's going to win here. I think he's shown improvement in his career. He's steadily progressing in his skills and everything inside the ring and cage. And I'd like to see how he does against a veteran like Sakai here. So I think it's going to be interesting.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing something like that happen, but still don't. You gotta admit, Taka Kenshin is basically fighting for his relevancy when it comes down to this fight. If he doesn't do anything here, well, who knows? We may as well see him fight, for scraps and fucking breaking down or something. And
well, we'll see what happens. I mean, I also want to get clarity on if this is any relevancy towards a heavyweight Grand Prix this year. But let's move on. Let's get to the BeyNoah fight. This is the one that I think this is the secondary people's main event of the night, in my opinion. If we got the co-main as the first people's main event, this is the second people's main event.
Actually, the fight, according to the list, and, are we even looking down the same fight list, first of all? Let me go ahead and check real quick. And yes, I know my screen is dark, but still.
It's the official fight list. Look. See there? That's the fight order. And BeyNoah is next underneath Taka Kenshin and Sakai. See that?
Yeah, let me go ahead and bring up the picture real quick. But still, though, point
Is it
is,
different on Tapology?
yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the next bout that we're going over on the fight order, official fight order, is BeyNoah and Bilal Kai Haga.
Oh, yes, of course. The battle between two black fighters, kind of, who just basically want desperately to win a fight in this promotion. I mean, especially considering the fact that you got the African gentleman should go to podcasting school. Motherfucker, I've been doing this for 12 years. 14, actually, but still, though. It is like, who are y'all to say that I should basically be doing this in some other way? Like, fuck y'all. But still, though, point is, please show your face if you intend on showing about. Fuck off. This is why this is a podcast and not a video session. Well, actually, it is a video session. I'm an idiot for saying that, but this is why I do audio.
Just ignore the trolls. Let's come on. Let's keep it rolling.
Oh,
We
yeah.
can get this show for an hour and a half. Let's go. They're just trying to drag it out. Let's
Okay.
go. What do you think of BeyNoah?
Let's go ahead and talk about the Black Panther BeyNoah versus Bilal Kai Haga fight. First of all, Haga of Ghanaian Japanese descent, 7
Interesting.
all, fighting out of Tokyo by way of Aichi, Japan, representing Master Japan. 29 years of age, born November the 22nd, 1996. He is currently 0-1 in RIZIN, getting choked out by Yusuke Yachi back on September 27th, 2025 at RIZIN 51. He bounced back with a submission win in his home promotion of Grachan, 2 minutes 17 seconds of round number 1 over Gyung Yui Choi back on March 1st. He is the current Grachan, Grachan, lightweight champion. As for the Black Panther, BeyNoah, a native of Torrance, California, USA, fighting out of American Kickboxing Academy, fighting out of San Jose, California by way of Nerima, Tokyo, Japan. Oh, actually, let me go ahead and read this off. Yeah, he actually fights out of Itabashi, Tokyo, Japan, just resides in San Jose, California. He's basically been, since coming back to the States, to quote Dave Chappelle, learning a lot of slang and shit talking. But still, though, 30 years of age, born August 20th, 1995, the former Rise Kickboxing lightweight world champion. Well, not really lightweight world champion, more like super welterweight or something. Still, though, point is, he's 5'10", 161 pounds with a 71-inch reach. He most recently got knocked out by a pissed off Tatsuya Yambo Saika back on New Year's Eve and hasn't recovered since after having his 4-fight losing streak snap. No, 4-fight winning streak snap. 2 wins in RIZIN against Yusaku Inoue and Johnny Case. 2 wins in the LFA, including one over Cedric Manoff's brother or cousin or whatever. Still, though, point is, Haga versus Bey, who you got?
This one, I love BeyNoah, and I'm hoping that he's going to be repping America as well. It says here on the official fight card that he's going to be repping the American flag. So, I always, I love my American fighters. So I know Drew doesn't like to count him as an American fighter, but I still do. And also, I love bringing up that he was an LFA, and he has wins in LFA, which is one of the UFC's main feeder leagues. So that, and that the most recent bout where he lost, he was outsized in that bout. He was facing a guy that was almost looked like a full weight class bigger than him, right? So I don't really. I think you're right. It was a brutal knockout loss for him, but that guy was. I could not believe the size difference in that one. So I'm hoping this one is a little bit more, even, at least on the size difference. And I'm looking for BeyNoah to bounce back here and get a W here. But I don't know. What do you think? How do you think this is going to go? Do you think Bilal is going to be able to capitalize on BeyNoah getting? I mean, do you think BeyNoah's recovered? You said yourself that you don't think he's recovered fully from that brutal knockout. So do you think Bilal will be able to capitalize on this?
I mean, to be honest, I don't think he will unless you can, try and prove that all that time spent training in NorCal at American Kickboxing Academy was no joke. Last time he fought, he didn't really showcase that. Now this time he's basically hoping to get an opportunity to, be a better fighter and be a bigger man in that cage, or in this case this will be a ring fight, so in that ring, and yeah, he does.
This is the cage fight.
Oh fuck, really?
It's Landmark, bro. That's their cage series.
Yeah, I'm an idiot but still though, Andrew is saying, oh, Saika wasn't bigger than BeyNoah.
Yeah, okay, watch the tape. I mean, they might have weighed in the same, but physically, he looked a lot bigger than BeyNoah come fight night.
No, yeah, of course. And can this bald guy host quit his chit chat? I'm getting sick and tired of him piping in some nonsense. Fuck off. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue.
Yeah, so that's who are you picking this bout right here? You got BeyNoah or you got Bilal?
I think I got BeyNoah if he knows what he's doing. I mean, yeah, he's got that experience in RIZIN, as opposed to Kai Haga, who's only fought one time in the promotion. And
they're both coming off of L's, right?
Well, one of them is coming off an L. The other most recently fought back in March and submitted his opponent.
But Bilal was not in RIZIN when he submitted his opponent, right?
No, he was in...
Okay. Hello? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Andrew is basically getting into it with Dub Talks in the comments.
Oh, well, hey, we're on Dub Tax side here. That's right. Get him, Dub Tax.
But all in all, let's let the animals sling shit in each other's faces at the zoo. Let's go ahead and, continue talking about the fights. And in this case, we can go ahead and say without certainty, or at least I can anyways, that I think that BeyNoah, I wouldn't say he has an easy win, but he got a win coming up regardless,
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's interesting that BeyNoah, we know, is coming off a brutal knockout loss, so he does not have the momentum on his side. Bilal is coming off a submission win, so he does have momentum on his side. Well, he doesn't have the RIZIN experience like BeyNoah has, right? So it's going to be real interesting. I can't wait to see. I'm really excited for this one. And I'm hoping that BeyNoah is able to get it done. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You know me, I totally believe in MMA momentum. So we'll see. What's Drew saying? Where do you rank Grachin for Jay? I mean, Grachin's okay. I mean, I like, Gladiator and Grachin and a couple of other ones, but definitely, it goes, obviously, RIZIN is at the top, obviously. I mean, let's be real. And then, obviously, second is Deep, right? And then, I don't know, what would you put at third? Would you guys put, Grachin, Gladiator? I mean, Pancrase? I mean, what do you guys want at third?
I mean, to be honest, I don't even know. And he's saying that's Haga's.
What?
That's Haga's can or something?
Haga's castle? Is that a castle?
I think so. Haga's castle.
Oh, okay. Well, you know how it really goes? It goes, the Epic RIZIN is number 1. Number 2 in Asia is Black Combat, who also has an event this weekend as well. I cannot wait for that. Arguably, it might even be a little bit better than this RIZIN card. I mean, but RIZIN does have the advantage of having the title fight with Ogikubo and SHINRYU at the top of it. So we'll see. And make sure you guys check out the City Life Project podcast later this week. We're going to be going over a little mini preview of that Black Combat card, in addition to a Landmark 14 preview. Hopefully the BeyNoahs will be out by then as well, too. So check that out. But yeah, in this fight right here, I'm hoping that BeyNoah, Black Panther, BeyNoah is able to get the W. and bounce back because I really like him. Like I said, I count him as an American fighter. I want to see him get back in the win column and just, I mean, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, Bilal's coming in with some momentum, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm really hoping that BeyNoah can get it done here.
Okay, understood. And you know what? I think I realized we're happy.
Hey, put Dubtag's comment on there. He's got these Discord nerds crying. Get him, Dubtax. Yes.
Wow.
Make him cry.
I like that idiot box-centric basically saying, has this African dude forgot this is a podcast? First of all, motherfucker, I'm an American.
I know, what the heck. Dude, ban that guy. If he's going to be talking like that, being racist, you want to troll? You better troll correct, buddy. No racism.
I mean, I know I'm not supposed to feed the trolls, but damn, these trolls make it hard. I mean, these trolls make it hard for me to basically pay attention while
I know. Well, anyway, let's keep it growing. Let's go to the next fight. The next fight is another big one. I know you were saying there's only about 2 or 3 big fights on there, but I kind of disagree. I think this one would count as 4 because Yusuke Yachi, he's a star for RIZIN. He's been a star for a long time, fought in the UFC, all that good stuff. So this guy, I mean, I still think he's got
fighting the UFC. He fought in Bellator and the PFL.
Yes. Yeah. Well, was it not UFC? I thought he was in UFC too.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I thought he had a fight or 2 in the UFC. So just Bellator and PFL. He's still got plenty of experience, and he's been a star for RIZIN for a while now. So I always like seeing him fight. I always root for him. Yeah. He's in another tough bout here.
But still, the point of the matter is, Yusuke Yachi is facing off against ISAO Kobayashi, the former lightweight king of Pancrase champion and former stepfather to... No, I'm not going to basically mention it as former stepfather. I mean the stepfather of the late, great Hana Kimura. May she rest in peace. And by the way, even though May is the end of Mental Health Awareness Month, June is a different month altogether, but it's never too late to basically, help yourself when you're in the middle of a crisis. If you were and I hate to basically interrupt this with a slight advertisement, but, this is going to be ISAO Kobayashi fighting just a couple of weeks after the 6th anniversary unfortunate passing of his stepdaughter, Hana Kimura. And I'm just going to go ahead and say this so we can go ahead and move on, but basically let you know you're not alone. If you or someone is basically going through a crisis situation, the 988 Suicide National Crisis Hotline is there for you 24/7, 365 to help you with all your mental needs or just to help you focus a little bit better. Call or text 988 or visit 988hotline.org. You are not alone. You are never alone. That's just basically me saying that just to let the people know, the world is better with you than it is without you.
That's right. Good message.
And in the case, I know that ISAO Kobayashi is fighting with a heavy heart, especially considering the fact that, again, not only is he a former champion of Pancrase, he, again, is the former stepfather of Hana Kimura, the husband of pro wrestling legend Kyoko Kimura. So,
what's his recent mixed martial arts record? Is he coming off a win here?
Yeah, he is. Let me go ahead and look at the record here real quick for ISAO Kobayashi. And I remember watching him all the way back in the day when he was just starting to get into Pancrase. But yeah, point is, ISAO, ISAO for the uninhibited. Oh, by the way, 27-8-2 professional MMA record. Out of his 27 wins, opposite 8 losses and 2 draws, 11 of his 27 wins, 9 knockouts and 2 submissions are by way of finish. He is, unfortunately, 0-3 inside the Bellator cage. I do remember those first 2 fights when he just came off of fighting in Pancrase to join Bellator. He did get choked out by Goichi Yamauchi, who, oh, by the way, is now a champion in Pancrase. I think he is the welterweight. I think either the new lightweight or the welterweight king of Pancrase. I'm not sure. But still, though, he lost to Goichi Yamauchi in Bellator. He lost to the AK Kid Justin Lawrence in Bellator. Then basically racked up a whole bunch of wins and even retained the lightweight king of Pancrase title and the featherweight king of Pancrase title in Pancrase before going back to Bellator just 3 years ago, losing to RIZIN alum Yi Blandu, and since then he's lost 2 straight fights against Katibek Arzuko Ulu and RIZIN alum Yusuke Kamaya. So yeah, ISAO's riding a 3-fight losing streak. Hasn't fought since December 20th, 2025. But still, though, hopefully things will change. As far as Yusuke Yachi goes, he is 28-16 overall, Bunkyo, Tokyo, Japan. Hasn't fought in Crazy B in a long time. He actually fights out of Clear Cliff MMA in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, USA. But still, though, he's more known for his time there more than anything. He holds a 13-9 record in RIZIN-based competition. That's ring, cage, or overall rule sets. And he's currently riding a string of going 2-3 in his last 5, or really dating back to his title opportunity against Roberto Satoshi de Sousa back on New Year's Eve 2021. And let me see if I can basically get rid of that one custom rules fight. He's actually 5-4 in his last 9 fights since losing to Roberto Satoshi Sosa. But
yeah, I mean this is a good battle between 2 veterans. So I'm looking forward. I'm hoping that Yachi can keep the momentum going and get another W here. And ISAO, I mean, I like how they both have Bellator experience. That's pretty cool. So, it's like, yeah, I'm just looking forward to this one. I hope that Yachi can get it done here. I'm picking Yachi. I think he can get it done. I feel like he can get it done. Because you said ISAO is coming off of losses, right?
Back-to-back losses.
Okay, so he's not going to have momentum, clearly.
I mean, his last win, let me go ahead and tell you this. ISAO's last win was over 5 years ago when he defeated Taichi Nakajima for the Featherweight King of Pancrase Championship.
Okay, so Yachi is clearly going to be the favorite here. So good. Well, then he's got to capitalize on that. He cannot let this slip away here, and he's got to make it count. And he's got to put on a good performance. And if he gets a good finish, maybe he's going to get a step up next time. And because it's that lightweight, right? Let me check real quick. What's the
fight contested at lightweight, 150 pounds, 71 kilos.
Yeah, so he's going to get, if he wins here, they're going to get give him another step up in competition because, like I said, Yachi's one of their stars. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes here. But he's got to deliver here. He can't just be, grind out a decision against ISAO here. So he's got to put on a great performance, probably get a score, a sensational victory, and even if it does go to decision, as long as it's exciting, then I expect him to get a step up in his next bout. So.
Now, come to think of it, I know that you're all wanting to see Yachi get the win, but let's just say this: if ISAO breaks his losing streak if ISAO Kobayashi breaks his losing streak in phenomenal fashion, would you say that he's considered RIZIN worthy?
Of course, yeah, 100%. 100%. If he's able to pull the upset here and beat Yachi, absolutely bring him back. I mean, how old is he?
I mean, to be honest, he is 37.
See, it's not even that bad. He's not even over 40 yet.
But here's the thing, though. Yachi's also 36. Both of these fighters have fought for just about 20 years.
Yeah, but look, as long as they're not 40, it's fine. So 100% bring him back.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I can understand that, but still, though, time will tell if these two fighters had a good fight. I just hope it'll be a good fight. I ain't got to pick on this podcast. I mean,
yeah. So let's go. You're picking Yachi, right?
no,
Let's keep it rolling here. We can get this done in like at least an hour 45.
I got ISAO winning, but
oh, really? Cool. I like it. Nice. You think ISAO's going to get it done?
No,
really
yeah,
cool.
He's going to be trying his damnedest to break that 3-fight losing streak. I don't blame him, especially considering the fact that he just had to celebrate again another anniversary of, somebody who would have been a future star in his stepdaughter, not getting to ever see the light of day again, but still though, again, I think that ISAO's definitely gonna win this fight and hopefully ride off I wouldn't say ride off into the sunset, just ride off into another opportunity at big time championship fights. But I digress.
Okay. Nice. That's cool. Well, it'd be cool to see. I think I'm picking Yachi, obviously, so it's cool. I like that we're picking different guys in this bout.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. What's the next one?
Okay, we got 3 more fights left to go before we cross that bridge to the end. That is Daichi Tomizawa, who is fighting in his 5th professional MMA fight after making the jump over from King K1, as you called him.
Yes, that's right. That's the correct name for King K1.
He's taking on Rui Kato, who himself is 5-7 overall, fighting in deep. This is basically just a gimme fight for Tomizawa, but still, though.
You think so? Really?
I know so. Let me go ahead and read off the record.
All right.
Daichi Tomizawa, 2-2 overall inside the RIZIN ring or cage, and overall as a professional mixed martial artist. He is 28 years old, born October 3rd, 1997. He is fighting out of K1 Gym headquarters, Team Pegasus in Shinjuku, Indo, Tokyo, Japan. And of course, his 4 fights in RIZIN so far. A knockout win, which you highlighted as Chris is right. So gimme. Yeah, of course I am, dude. But still, though.
What are the comments saying? Let me check them out while you're talking.
I want to read the comments right now. It's a shit show. But still,
is it? Okay. Oh, Dubtax is still sticking it to those lavas, those lames.
But still, though.
Dubtax and Zambiblor. Those guys like those guys.
But still, though, right now, point is, Tomizawa has been given exciting hit or miss highlights in RIZIN. He's knocked out Kota Miura, and I'm pretty sure you have that highlight sketched into your head for.
Oh yeah, superior rule set finish, baby. You know
it. Kota Miura got submitted by Ersin Yamamoto. Defeated Joe Hiromoto, got knocked out by Tatsuki Shinotsuka. Damn it. But yeah, he hasn't fought since New Year's Eve. As far as his opponent Rui Kato goes, well, I'm going to just read off his listings. He's 5'4", 125 pounds, 24 years of age, born February 10th, 2002. He's fighting out of Crazy Bee primarily, but he represents Sendai, Miyagi, Japan. So look, another hometown seat filler. Basically, just there to pad seats and fill tickets. Or fill seats and pad tickets, or, wolf tickets. But still, the point is, he's fought all 12 of his fights, 5-7 overall. 2 of his 5 wins are by way of finish. All 12 of his fights, however, have been in deep. So I think this is going to be not a gimme fight. Not just a gimme fight for Tomizawa. I think this is going to be a chance of how quick I can put this guy away.
Well, I mean, look, deep is not. It's the largest feeder for RIZIN, right? They produce some good fighters in deep, so I don't want to just write them off just because, I mean, Of course, I'm rooting for the King K1 fighter that's got a superior rule set finish already under his belt, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to just write off the Deep fighter just because, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be an easy. We'll see. I mean, it could be a gimme, but we'll see. I mean, I don't think it's going to be. We'll see what the odds makers say as well too. If this is going to be if you guys are right, then the odds when they come out are going to be really skewed towards Tomizawa. Correct?
I think so. I mean, it would be obvious if it wouldn't be all that obvious if he was at least if not an overwhelming favorite, then a moderate favorite.
Okay, well then he's got to deliver on that then. So of course I'm hoping for another superior rule set finish out of him. And I love my kickboxing crossovers. So I really like Tomizawa. And you know what? I'm going to say this is another fight to look forward to. I know you only said there was like 2 or 3, and I'm saying there's 4 or 5, possibly even 6 now with Tomizawa on here. So this is going to be, I think it's going to be a good one. We'll see. Because like I said, I don't want to just write off his Kato just because he's a Deep fighter. Because like I said, Deep is one of the main feeders for RIZIN. So they produce some good fighters over there. So I think it's going to be a banger. We'll see.
I hope so too.
So all right, we're both picking Tomizawa. All right, let's move on to the next one then.
Yeah, we're both picking Tomizawa, hopefully by knockout in the first 2 rounds.
Oh, by superior rule set knockout in the first 2 rounds.
Okay.
Yes.
By me. Now,
all right, let's keep it rolling here. Next one is Naoki versus Kaisei Kuroi.
Okay, Naoki the Joker Tanaka versus Kaisei Kuroi. First of all, Kaisei, who, again, is basically fighting outside of his usual promotions for the first time and fighting inside the RIZIN ring or cage. He is yet a I mean, he is from the local prefecture. He is from Sendai, Miyagi, Japan, representing Brave Gym. 24 years of age, born June 21st, 2001. He will turn 25 about 3 weeks' time. But still, though, his professional record, his height and weight, 5'9", 145 pounds. His professional MMA record is 8 wins, 4 losses. Out of those 8 wins, 6 of those finish, 5 first-round finishes, second-round finish in total. But again, he's never fought in Deep. No, actually, he's fought for Deep, Road FC, Brave Gym, and I think he's also fought for Grotchan. But still, though, the dude's never fought in RIZIN before.
Road FC, that's a good Korean promotion.
Yeah, I know. Road FC has been the spiritual predecessor of Spirit MC, if you remember your Korean fight sports correctly. But still, though, you got the Joker, Naoki Tanaka, who just goes by Naoki. But still, though, 2-2 overall, representing Fighters Flow, fighting out of Shinjuku, Indo, Tokyo, Japan. 33 years of age, born June 24th, 1992. He will be fighting in his 5th professional MMA fight, but his 2nd RIZIN fight for some crazy reason. He lost to Takahiro Ashida at Super RIZIN 4 last summer, but other than that, he's fought primarily in Deep, going 2-1 there, most recently submitting Takeaki Kinoshita back at Deep 130th Impact. So, long story short, another gimme fight, wouldn't you say?
No, I don't think so. I mean, look, why are you saying it's a gimme fight? Because he's from Deep again?
I mean, come to think of it, Kuroi's basically fighting in RIZIN for the first time. You have to think that there's not much of a snowball's chance in hell for him to win, right?
No, I mean, not necessarily. Why, you think he's going to have RIZIN jitters? Big stage jitters?
I would think so.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, I guess that's a valid, that could be real. I mean, we'll see, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't like saying that they're gimme squash matches, but we'll see. What's the pointing down for?
Oh, because I basically have somebody else in the room.
Okay. I thought you were pointing for me to do something like get down, go down. What are you talking about?
But still, though, point of the matter is, I get what you mean. It's because of the fact that, when it comes down to fights like these, you can always expect a guy with the most experience in RIZIN to actually get the win. And I think that Kuroi, who is only going to be fighting in his first RIZIN fight, maybe his last, I don't think that he'll be RIZIN worthy enough to keep coming back after facing off against somebody the caliber of Naoki.
Well, we'll see. It depends on what his performance is, right? And because they brought guys back that have lost before their first debut in RIZIN, as long as they put on an exciting performance, actually fight and not go in there and point fight and waste their time, then they'll probably be brought back. So let's I don't know. We'll see. Look, we'll see what the odds makers say. We'll see how it goes. But look, the matchmaking has been stellar this year. Most of there's hardly been any freaking squash matches or mismatches this entire year. Okay, and Shingo's done a great job, in my opinion. And the odds show that too. There's hardly been any like massive lopsided favorites this year at all. So I don't know. I don't. Let's see what the odds say, but I don't think it's going to be, I don't know. I still think it's going to be just because he's never fought in RIZIN before. I don't want to write him off just because of deep fighter. We've seen other deep fighters come in and have good performances in the past. So let's just give the kid a chance before we write him off. All right?
Okay, fine by me.
Okay.
We got one more fight to talk about, and that is Seiya Inoue versus Koki Playboy Okada.
Yes, this is the one that I'm looking forward to this one the most. The Kogi Playboy Okada is quite a character. This is the one that's kicking off the show, the curtain jerker, as they call it. So I'm sure that the RIZIN brass is expecting some absolute fireworks from this one. And I'm just, I like Kogi Okada. He's a good fighter. So I know doesn't have, I love the character. I love how he's come out with his crash dummy helmet and everything. And he's just funny, dude. He's going to put on a show at the weigh-ins. What's going on? Are they spamming the chat or what?
Here's the point, Andrew. Somebody's O has got to go as the O.
Yes, heck yeah! I'm excited for somebody's O to go. What the heck? Why not?
Koki Okada is 0-3, representing K1.
Look at what's we Levas Van Dingleberry saying here.
Pay no mind to the
forget the trolls. Let's go.
Pay no mind to the peanut gallery. Let's go. Anyways, Koki Playboy Okada, 0-3 in professional mixed martial arts, representing K1 Jim Kawaguchi, Team Blue Dragon, fighting out of Kawaguchi, Saitama, Japan. He is 0-3 in the RIZIN Fighting Federation as a.
I thought he had at least one win.
No.
Oh man, I'm misremembering.
He's 0-3 in RIZIN as a mixed martial artist. He lost via split decision to Hiroto Gomio. He lost via split decision to Mamoto Uefuji.
Oh yeah, it's because they were split decisions.
Yeah.
And
he got choked out by Kiyoma Akimoto back on July 27th, 2025.
But they were exciting split decisions. Because I know this guy, Playboy Koki Okada, is not some like boring crotch sniffer fighter. So I think it's going to be this. There's a reason they put this one as the curtain jerker, right? To kick off the show after the opening ceremony. They expect to bring some fireworks. I think it's going to deliver.
Yeah, of course. His opponent, Seiya Inoue, is a kickboxer by trade. He is actually 1-1 in the RIZIN Fighting Federation across kickboxing and MMA, but never left the cage so far to fight to fight in the RIZIN ring.
But this is the RIZIN cage, remember?
I know, but
okay.
Both of his fights so far as a RIZIN Fighting Federation competitor, had been in the cage. He defeated Bong Joon Kang in South Korea last May. He lost to Hyuga Miyagawa in his MMA debut back in April. So, this basically, this fight is just basically, I know you're saying it's the curtain jerker. This curtain probably might drop on both of them before they.
You think the hook's going to come out and grab him by the neck to pull him off the stage?
Nah, they going to probably get Sandman Sims out to just drag them by the hook.
I don't think so, man. I think it's going to bring some fireworks. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. You're probably right because, we got two hungry fighters desperate to lose their losses.
Yes.
Desperate to lose their O's.
I'm hoping it's Playboy Okada's going to get the W this time. He's due. After getting in close split decisions where I arguably thought that one of them, he should have got the W in one of them for sure. Otherwise I would have been misremembering it as him getting a W if I didn't think that. So I hope he gets it done here because I think he deserves to have at least one W.
No, yeah,
But hey, the other guy's a kickboxing crossover. I love my kickboxing crossover, so you can't really go wrong. Whoever wins, wins.
Both of them are.
Yeah, you can't go wrong here. It's going to be a win-win. Let's get some fireworks here.
Oh, yeah, and Andrew was basically asking, did you see Playboy Okada is much, much more mature in his preparation video?
No, are you talking about the confession series? Or the RIZIN preparation video. I have not seen that yet. What they're talking about is RIZIN does like behind the scenes series called the Confession series. It's on the RIZIN YouTube channel. Everybody go check that out. It's awesome, great behind the scenes footage stuff. But they also have preparation videos, if I remember correctly, right? So I have not seen that one. They did one on Playboy Okada yet. So I think that'd be pretty cool. I have to go check that out. Wait, Drew. So you're saying that he is like more mature on the preparation video, not like goofing off like he does for the weigh-ins. I hope that's not a trend, man, because I liked it when he was goofing off and having a good time and wearing his crash dummy helmet and just doing shenanigans at the weigh-in and stuff. I thought that was part of his gimmick or whatever. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, of course. And by the way, Charles Jewett, aka CJ of Sokukaku, is also saying hi to us in the comments.
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, of course. And to be honest, it sucks to me that there's no women's MMA fights on this card because, I just interviewed somebody who's going to be competing on an upcoming fight card out out on the West Coast. I think it's Maya Stewart, Maystewart. She's going to be, I'm going to be putting up that interview with her same time as this podcast started tomorrow. We can hope to, you'll hope to hear some exciting conversation between me and her during a particular interview about her upcoming fight versus Smilla Sundil for Toughen Up Cage Fighting in Las Vegas.
Nice. When does that happen?
Oh, that fight is going to happen this weekend.
Oh, it's also this weekend. Yeah, a bunch happened this weekend. Cool. So look out for that interview. Let's wrap this up though, because it's already 1:45. Let's get it finished. So who are you picking in this last fight we're going on? Are you picking Playboy Okada or Sia Inoue?
I'm gonna go ahead and pick Okada because he desperately needs to win before he does something really, really stupid.
Okay, cool. So we're both picking Playboy Okada. All right, cool. And there's a bunch going on this weekend. Let's wrap this show up here. Finish it. You got your interview coming up that you were just talking about. Who's got a fight going on this weekend?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm just saying,
Oh.
First of all, who you got for which three fights you think are going to be worth watching?
Oh, yes. Good idea. Okay.
And this doesn't include the main event or the co-main event, by the way.
Why can't we include the co-main event? That's one of my people's main events of the night.
Because everybody should be watching the main event and co-main event regardless, am I right?
Okay, I guess you're right. Okay, then. Well, man. All right, looking at the card. Gotta go with the boy BeyNoah, American fighter. I mean, for the other ones, man, I want to say the Tomizawa because he's shown he knows the assignment, has a superior rule set finish in his bag before, and then, man, there's some other good ones too. I mean, the Yachi fight, and then I want to go with the curtain jerker. I want to see Playboy Koki Playboy Okada get the W here finally, and I think that they're going to bring the fireworks for that curtain jerker. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. So those will be my three. Koki Playboy Okada, hopefully getting the W. Tomizawa, hopefully getting another superior rule set finish. And then Black Panther BeyNoah.
Well, I got Laramie versus... No, wait, actually...
You said you can't pick the co-main event.
Co-main event or co-main event. So my choices are down to Yusuke Yachi versus ISAO, Black Panther BeyNoah versus Bilal Kai Haga, and, the closing prelim, Yuasa versus Hayato.
Oh, good choice. I forgot to pick a prelim bout. That's a good choice. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And this dude in the comments, who's probably not Takaru Sagawa, saying, Chris going back on his words, just typical. Fuck that bullshit.
Why are you even bringing the troll? Put Dub Tax back up on there. I hope he was just taking it to those freaking trolls in the chat. Shout out to Dub Tax again here and Zambivlor. Yeah, that's right. Tell him Dub Tax. He knows what's up. Tell the Discord me to stop spamming the chat, Drew. Get him, Dub Tax. Heck yeah, brother.
But
all right, hey, let's go. Seriously, let's finish. Let's wrap this up. Come on. So you got your interview coming up for the fight this weekend. Give this a shout out too, and then also we got not only this card here, Landmark 14. We got Black Combat, and was there any other big fights going on this weekend?
And to be honest, none that I really cared about. I mean, wait a minute. Somebody else is coming into the damn call. Let's see who this is. Iberian Otaku. Hello, welcome to the podcast. You're a bit late to the proceedings, but how are you?
Oh, you're on mute, brother.
Hello?
Oh, darn.
Don't be shy. We just want to talk. Going once, going twice, 3 times, and he's muted.
Oh, all right.
So, yeah. I just basically wanted to... And he just got off. Great. Yeah. Let's just pretend that shit didn't happen because we're trying to end the show here. But
hey,
still,
can you hear me? Last time when somebody left, you couldn't hear me anymore.
Posting the shit. I gotta stop posting this damn link to join in on Discord.
Oh no, you can't hear me, can you?
Still though, point is, I have an interview coming up with Maya Stewart. You can check it out over on the Focus Fights audio platforms of choice. It'll be on the platforms probably within the next couple of days. This podcast will definitely be up before fight time. And hold up, wait a minute. This dude's coming back on the line again. Hello, Iberian Otaku. Can you hear us? Jay, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I mean, this is just... I mean, it says JayWolf Minor Lover was coming onto the screen. What the fuck? And JayWolf, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm talking right now.
Okay, come back in and come... I mean, let me go ahead and unmute you, then mute you again, okay? Okay, can you hear me now, or do you have to get out?
Can you hear me?
Okay, well, you have to probably get back on and get back off and get back on again, okay?
Okay, I'll do that right now.
Okay, so as I was saying, I do have an interview coming up with Maya Stewart. You can listen to that over on the Focus Fights audio platforms after everything has transpired with this. And
there we go. Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so anyways, to answer CJ, did I cut my hair? No, I didn't. It's just up in the, I just didn't have it down this time. My girl yelled at me for having, I couldn't have it down. Well, I showed her that our podcast we did, Jay Krish, two ago, where I was getting everybody to call me handsome. And I showed my girl that, and she's like, don't. And then she made me keep my hair up for when I interviewed Katie Perez. She's like, you're not allowed to have your hair down. It's only for me. And I'm like, okay, babe. So now I just keep my hair up for this one, so she doesn't get mad anymore. But no, I still got my long hair, CJ. Here, watch. I'll put it down for you right now. See there? Bam. Long hair, don't care, baby.
Wow.
Hey, did you say there was some fucking guy that had a J minor lover on his handle? Make sure you ban that fucker. Don't even let him in the chat. Ban him. Fuck those people, dude. You know, if I could sue him, I would. I'd sue him for fucking libel, if possible.
Libel, just disrespect,
slander, libel, all of it. Can't be lying about that shit. And you will not be welcome in any chat. I'll have Jay Krish ban you immediately. Don't be fucking lying about it. It's probably Sam Aroon or his little butt buddy 128 bitch.
I mean, come to think of it, I just required all users to log in whenever they want to join this stream, and unfortunately that would mean you the next time you come on. But still, the point of the matter is everybody's welcome to join this podcast just as long as you abide by two rules. Don't be a dick, and just basically be respectful to one another. That's all I got to say on that. But still,
yeah. So anyways, let's wrap this up. Come on, we're already way past 1:45.
Well, I mean, come on. We can just basically stretch it out a little longer. Have it go 2 hours. But Jay, floor short. Put yourself over.
Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it. There you go. JayWolf 1 on Discord. Everybody join Discord. It's a lot of fun there. And, you know, we also run a, I should say JBF, Just Bleed Fan, runs the RIZIN FF Fans Fantasy game there. It's free to play fantasy game. It's so much fun. It has an extra layer of fun to the fights. And it's just fun. I'm currently the champ of the fantasy league there. So I just want to brag about that a little bit. And then, yeah, everybody join up, play the fantasy league. It's free, and it's a lot of fun. You can join any time of the year. It's structured so that you can join whenever, and you still have a chance to win at the end of the year. It's points-based. It's just adds an extra layer of fun. I can't wait. And we also watch the fights live there together, you know, on Friday night when the RIZIN Landmark 14 happens. We'll all be watching it live on there. And then also get the troll off there, man. Come on. Get the troll off there. There you go. Thank you. And then also there's my Twitter handle. It's JayWolf1. Yes, it's misspelled on purpose. That's how you know it's me from way back in the day when there was like a million other JayWolves. I didn't want to be JayWolf, bunch of numbers, so I just misspelled with 2 Y's. How easily searchable. That's how you know it's me from way back in the day. And then also I want to thank you, Jay Krish, for having me on the Focus Fights podcast. Everybody check out. We're going to have a review show after next week. Also, hopefully, we'll have a review show with Todd Atkins on the Todd Atkins show, the RIZIN Report. A lot of fun there. We just did an interview with Katie Perez that I was talking about a little bit earlier with CJ when he's asking why I didn't have my hair down. And that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed talking to Katie. Hopefully, she gets another fight in RIZIN. And then also, we're going to be doing, hopefully this week, we'll be doing the City Life Project with Aisha, where we're going to be having a mini preview of Black Combat. That's also this Friday night. And this Landmark 14 card this Friday night as well. It's going to be competing whoever has the best superior rule set is going to win the weekend. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So, and also shout out to the commenters, Dubtax and Zambivlor. Thank you guys for handling the trolls for us. This show is great. And thank you for listening. It was awesome. And yeah, that's about it. So now
Yeah.
it's your turn, Jay Chris. Thank you very much. Let me put over everything.
All right, cool. But you forgot to say the one thing you always enjoy saying.
No, that's at the end. That's at the end. That's the sign off.
Okay. Well, first of all, I say thank you, trolls and sane, normal people alike, for checking out the show and listening to what all we have to say. If you want to check out all of what we have to say, you can check out. And hold on, let me go ahead and see if I can try and do this again, as in get the damn QR code up. But still, the point of the matter is, you see that on the upper right hand side, the QR code, or actually on the upper left hand side is the QR code. If you want to scan that up, if you want to check out the description of the audio version of this podcast, you may also do so as well. But still, though. And 128 bits is saying, hey, can I come on to the show? Yes, you can come on to the show. I mean, come on.
No, it's over already. Next show for the review show.
Yes, next show. But still, though, point is, I thank y'all for listening to all of what I had to say. You know, you can check out all of what we got either in the QR code I just flashed on the screen or in the audio description if you're basically checking this out, you know, before the fights take place. But still, though, other than that, you know, I will be checking out the upcoming. No, actually, I will be doing an interview with Katie Perez myself this weekend. You know, hopefully, barring any time constraints on my personal end, I will get that done.
Nice. Tell her I said what's up, and hopefully she gets another fight with RIZIN. I like her. She's been doing a good campaign on Twitter. You see that she's been tweeting in both Japanese and English, trying to campaign for another fight. And I know she's got a fight coming on. You know, with that, I forget what it's called now. It's like International War something. So
International Warrior Combat.
Oh, is that what it is? Cool.
Yeah, that's coming up in July.
Oh, I see Drew's asking us a question. Thoughts on the Machi win? Heck yeah, we're happy that Machi won. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm happy that she won too, and she's going to get the opportunity to, you know, continue her name in the world of fight sports. I mean, if anything, Machi Fukuda was complaining about the fact that there are no strawweights in RIZIN, or there was a lack of strawweights in RIZIN. So, you know, hopefully, if she does win some more and continue on that road to UFC in Japan and Asia, hopefully she'll get the opportunity to, you know, put herself over. And, you know, one more person waiting to talk to us, Paul Jones. Do you have anything to say before we sign off?
He's just trolling, dude.
Okay, well, you know what? Speaking of, let's just say, what did we think of Ren Nakai winning? I think that she and her husband are bridge burners, and I think that they just basically wasted every opportunity exhausted to fight in the States.
Jay Chris, you got to get this troll off the stream, bro.
JayWolf you mean the troll that's in our chat right now?
JayWolf. Paul Jones goof.
Yeah. Still though,
ban his ass. Ban him.
Yeah, I should ban him, but hopefully.
No, ban him right now. Ban him.
Really?
Teach these fuckers a lesson.
I can't. I'll hopefully do that the next time, but still though. Point is, Ren Nakai is a bridge burner. Her husband is an enabler. But still though, you know, I think that Ren Nakai needs to break away from her husband in order to get better opportunities. Other than that, happy that she won. Jay, what say you before we close things out?
Yeah, I mean, I was happy that she won too. I mean, I'm more happy that Machi won. You know, of course, and you know, also since we're talking about RIZIN fighters in UFC, you know, how about what Kai Asakura did?
Yes,
a knockout win.
I'm happy that he got the win.
That was sensational, right? So that was awesome.
Hopefully that leads to more opportunities for him down the line, especially with a title shot coming. But other than that, I feel it's about that time.
Yeah,
Jay?
but next time for the review show afterwards, no more letting these fucking trolls on the stream, dude. I don't think that was not cool this time. They just wait. You let them on. If they don't talk, then kick them off right away. That fool that was on here before, I don't know if that was 128 bitch or not, but no more of that shit.
Yeah, but of course, all you want to say is
pride never die. Pride never die. Pride has risen. And we out. Peace.
And by the way, one more shout out, Andrew Benjamin over on the podcast of that particular name. You can
don't give him a shout out. He was trolling. He didn't even. He's got to put a real comment first before we give him a shout out. No more trolling. I'm going to veto him from the City Life Project too.
But still, though, we finished this episode by saying if you haven't booked the pay-per-view, go ahead and book it now at RIZIN.TV. It's $20 standalone, $17 per the RIZIN Premium package. The event will start at 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 12:30 a.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Pacific, late Friday night into Saturday morning over on the RIZIN Fighting Federation YouTube channel. The event will start at 1 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Pacific, over on RIZIN.TV for, of course, $20 standalone, $17 for the premium pass, and you will see 8 fantastic fights on the main card, including the main event between Hiromasa Ogikubo and Makoto SHINRYU Takahashi in Ogikubo's first defense of the RIZIN Flyweight World Championship, as well as Yuki Motoya versus the Canadian Wildman, Tony Laramie. But still, though, aside from all of that, that's about it.
That's it. Yeah, come on, let's finish the show. We hit 2 hours. And Drew, I already said that earlier. I said this show should have been a free one. I agree with you about that. And, when they have a weaker card like this on paper, they should give this one for free.
Yes, of course. That is it from us for now. We thank y'all for joining us. We thank y'all for listening to us on Focus Fights Audio. And we are glad
tune in for the review show next week.
Yeah, we're glad that you're basically enjoying us as much as you're enjoying the RIZIN Fighting Federation, and we hope you're not a bunch of trollish bitches. But other than that, deuces, and we'll see you next time. Or at least we'll hear from you next time. Either way, like what you like.
Next week, review show.
Yeah, like what you like, just don't be a dick. We'll see y'all later.